Good morning. This is Arun, PG and Research, Department of Computer Science and Applications, Islamia College, Autonomous, Vaniambadi. Today we are going to see the Introduction to Computer Organization and Architecture. Let's see the introduction. Basically, the functional units of computer are made up of electronic circuit and it works with the help of electrical signals. Basically today, not only computer, every electronic devices are made up of electronic circuit. So these electronic circuits work with the help of electrical signals. Then there arises a question, what is electrical signal? It is a current or electromagnetic waves that carries the information, that you call it as electrical signals. Okay, it is electromagnetic waves or a current that carries the information, that you call it as electrical signals. Okay. We provide input in the form of electrical signals and get the output in the form of electrical signals for a computer or any other electronic device. Okay. I have said already what is an electrical signal. So now we will see the types of electrical signals. There are two types of electrical signals. First we will see analog signal, then we will see digital signal. What is an analog signal? The device, the electronic device that works with continuous signal is known as analog signals, or a signal that represents a physical measurement. For example, the old radios, megaphones and the volume control, temperature sensor, FM radio signals, photocells. These are some of the examples of analog signals. Then we will see the digital signals. The electronic device that works with discrete signals. That means time separated signals, that you call it as discrete signals, which are generated using digital modulation, that you call it as digital signals. Example, computers, mobile phones. Other examples are CDs, DVDs, are some good examples for digital signals. Already I have said that computer is a digital device which works with two levels of signals, that is low and high. So high level signals are 5 volt or 12 volt, low level signal is 0 volt. That is, I have said that analog is a continuous signal that represents physical measurements, that is a continuous signal. But digital signals are time separated signals, that is low and high, that is 0, this is a low level, and high level is 5 or 12 volt. Okay, next we will see what is the use of computer. Computer is mainly used everywhere in the day-to-day life. The main purpose of a computer is used to solve mainly numerical problems. What is then there arises a question, what is a numerical problem? A problem solving relates to algebraical concepts of mathematics, that you call it as numerical problems. Normally we perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So these are some of the basic operations of computer, but it is mainly used for solving some algebraical concepts. Now there comes a question. The computer is not convenient to work with a symbolic representation. So now we go for binary number system, that is zeros and one. That a computer understands a binary format, that is 0 and 1. Okay. So in computer every data is represented in bits. The smallest unit of information that is represented in computer is known as bit, which is either a 0 or 1. 0 is 1 bit and 1 is 1 bit. Computer knows only zeros and ones. That is binary number system. In DLF already we have seen about those conversions. That is decimal to binary, binary to decimal. These are some of the conversion already where that is we are aware of that. That is hexadecimal to binary. These are the things that we have already seen. So 4 bits together called as nibble, that is off byte. 8 bits normally we call it as byte, off byte we call it as nibble. So 8 bytes together we are known as byte. Okay, here comes the important task to a computer designer. What are the important tasks to the computer designer? To design a machine, a computer designer should know what are the requirements a user needs, or it should satisfy the user needs, wants. That means in exact way how we can say means what are the things a user wants. Okay, we will see what is the task of a computer designer. A computer designer are responsible for creating and integrating computer system. He is a computer designer, is a person who is responsible for creating and integrating computer system. So what is integrated? Already we have heard about integrated chip. Integrated means components like diode, resistor, resistance, then transistor. These are integrated together into a single chip, that you call it as integrated. Integrating. Okay. Design a machine to maximize performance with less cost. A machine should be designed in such a way that it should have maximum performance and it should have a low cost or less cost. Then only we can purchase those computers or any other electronic devices. The main thing for a computer designer, you should determine the attributes important to the new machine. The computer designer has many aspects, that is instruction set design, functional organization, logic design and implementation. Okay, now we will go to the main topic, that is computer architecture. Computer architecture refers to those parameters of a computer system that are visible to the programmer. Okay, first we will see what is a computer. A computer has two parts. One is a physical part and another one is a software. A physical part, that is a hardware and software. Hardware, a physical parts of computer. Software, programs. First we will see about software. Software, if you can call it as an instruction or a program. Software has two categories. One is system software and another one is application software. System software are operating systems like Windows, Mac OS, these things and all. You call it as or we call it as system software. Application software like browsers, that Photoshop. So these are some of the application softwares. Then what is the software? Software includes all the program instructions to the computer. Okay, then there comes a question, what is system software? A system software which controls interaction between the hardware and software components. Now we will see the example for computer architecture. Instruction said that the number of bits used to represent different data types. Now we will see what is computer organization. Computer organization refers to the operational unit under interconnection that realize the architecture specification. Okay, computer organization, that means interconnection between the components, that you call it as interconnection. For example, hardware details such as control signals, interface between the computer and peripheral devices. Peripheral devices means that external devices like pen drive, printers. So these things should interface to the computer. So that is what a computer organization does. So it interconnects the external devices and internal devices as well as the components inside your computer. That is the computer organization. So that means interconnection between devices or between electronic components. So that you call it as computer organization. So with this we will end this session. In the next session we will see the next topic in the computer organization and architecture, that is numbering system. Thank you.